Hello fellow citizens of Europe, my name is Stan and I have been brought to you today by the European Union to explain what the SDGs are, or in other terms, the Sustainable Development Goals from the United Nations. After years of plunder and exploitation of the less wealthier countries, we have decided that our current production system should change. Look at this poor African little boy. Such a shame. But that, with the SDGs, can change.
Make you sweat.
Our mission for the education consists in a general improvement on the system as a whole, with better staff and by providing education to the most vulnerable. By installing schooling systems in the factories of third world countries. That way, the small indefenseless children can work hard and provide a great education to themselves all at the same time. How fucking dare you? I'm being paid here minimum wage and you're not fucking letting me. Another one of our SDGs is to improve and create sustainable communities. For an example,
sustain your community by becoming part of the infrastructure and optimizing the living space.
In regard of the health and well-being of the population, big tycoons have offered and are willing to donate sanitary equipment in exchange of not paying taxes. Achieving peace is one of our prime objectives for 2013. The UN has been trying to appease the territory in various conflicts around the world, like Western Sahara. But with these new accords, the outcomes will prove to be more effective. For an example, here's Palestine in the present day before the achievement of the SDGs. And here's Palestine after our intervention. Confused? You shouldn't be. We want to completely eliminate Palestine, because without Palestine, there is no conflict. And these are just a couple of examples of our achievements that we want to create and SDGs. But with these in place, we will be able to create a better, more fairer, and just a prettier society for the most vulnerable. Furthermore, we want to reduce the inequality. You see, we do this by converting the pyramid of wealth into an equal sign. You get it? Now, you get it. Equality is now equal. Therefore, it's all equal. Therefore, there is equality. You get it? That's now equal. And about responsible consumption and production, stop consuming. In regards to the industry and innovation, as Mariano Rajoy, the former president of Spain, said, "We have to build machines that allow us to continue manufacturing machines, because what the machine will never do is build machines." The energy? That common human need. A plan is in process to make that object worthy. It's called the redistribution of the need. Oh, so everyone has power, that's great, good. Oh wait, no. The power's going. Oh, bad. Oh, okay, I get it. The rich person can take all the electricity from himself to light up his super mansion. That makes sense. Oh wait, no, now the poor people, they have to fend for themselves. They're so intelligent, guys. They create fire to heat up and light up their own houses. That's great. You see, guys, with the SDGs, absolutely everything is better. Everyone comes out gaining. In our plan to reduce pollution and climate change, we want to boost the use of alternative transports by privatising railway lines and by imposing tolls on the roads. But don't worry, if you belong to the 1% of people, you can still use your private jets, no problem whatsoever, because environmentalism only applies for the people who can't afford it. To achieve gender equality is one of our prime objectives. At the moment, we have 10 white men with bow ties working very hard on this subject. But at the moment, the only conclusion they have made is that there's a lack of women in the institutions. Just amazing research, to be honest. Decent work and economic growth. Everyone dreams to be their own boss, because they say that if you actually work in the field that you most desire, you will never have to work again. After years of studying, we finally think we've got to a conclusion, even before schedule. Here's an example. It's a bit exaggerated, but we think that you get the point. Fresh water is one of the biggest problems that affects the poorer countries. Don't worry, on behalf of the United Nations, we have been working day and night, non-stop, to be able to melt the polar ice caps, to end this tragedy. After decades of hard work, we are this close to coming closer to achieve our objectives. On regard of ending world hunger, we think of developing a common plan with the people and the big corporations. Of course, we can't forget the importance of the aquatic life. That brings me into my next point. The protection and development of the aquatic life and the exploitation of the fish industry. We plan on making the fish a valuable item. Therefore, not only will it solve the first problem, but it will also increase the economic development and the wealth of the fishermen, who will no doubt need that aid when the apocalypse arrives. And finally, desertification. We have seen that throughout the centuries and years, that cutting down large wood areas has caused grand masses of forest areas to be reduced to simple deserts. But we have a solution, and that is to replace every single paper with cement. Now you might think that's crazy, but listen me out. The same way buildings evolved from being built with wood to being built with cement, the next logical step is to replace every single wooden based item with cement. And to hear the end of our marvellous presentation, thank you for this journey about sustainable development goals from the European Union. Until next time, thank you.
Hey, you forgot about the partnership, Swan.
Since when has the United Nations ever achieved a goal?
Amen.